Hey guys, so today I have a super duper easy recipe. I guess it's a recipe. We're going to make chicken stock, and chicken stock is basically chicken bones that are simmered in water for a really long time, and it lets the gelatin out of the bones and gives a ton of flavor. It makes a great basis for any kinds of soups or sauces or gravy. We use chicken stock for a lot of things, and I love it, and I always have some in my freezer, and this is how we make it. So, I roasted a chicken earlier this week, and I'm going to use the bones left over from that chicken. So I have the whole chicken carcass, and then what I also have is all the giblets and stuff that were inside of the chicken, because I didn't make gravy this time, and I have the neck was in there, and when I roasted chicken, I always butterfly it, and I cut out the backbone, so I have the backbone in here too. Those will all, the bones and stuff will help to make it a really flavorful and gelatinous stock. Here's the rest of them. There's some skin in there. It might make it a little greasy, but I figured it'll add the flavor now, and I'll just skim off the fat afterwards. And then I just add a bunch of veggies. Normally what I do is when I prep, here's Teddy, when I prep veggies for any kind of meal, I have, like, let's say the tops to the celery and stuff like that. Normally I throw them all into a Ziploc bag instead of throwing them out, and then when I go to make stock, I'll just take that Ziploc bag, throw all the veggies in there. The carrot peels, the tops of the carrots, the onion ends and stuff like that. If I have herbs that are starting to go bad, or dry out, I'll add those in. Just a sec, Ben, let me finish this. Today I have some rosemary left over from when we made lamb. The rosemary's still good, but whatever, I'll add some of that. I have thyme that's getting all dried out, so I'll add some of that. I have these full carrots. So I don't have that Ziploc of veggies right now in the freezer because I just made stock. But I use it also on making more. So in goes some carrots. There's no rhyme or reason to this. I'm going to cut off the ends of this celery. So pretty, huh? It's like a little flower. I'll add this in too. I have some onions. I don't use the papery part from the outside of the onions because I heard that they can make your stock bitter. I don't know if that's true or not, but I add them in. I mean, I don't add them in because of that. Woo! Flying onion. Alright. I like to add some peppercorns. You're going to, when you're done, run everything through a strainer, so it doesn't matter. You're not going to bite on these. I dropped one. And then I like to add a little splash of apple cider vinegar because it helps to draw the minerals out of the bones. A little splash. And that's about it. The reason I will eat the celery, see these parts that you wouldn't eat anyway? Just throw those in. And then you have celery sticks that you can eat for something else. That's it. So, I used to do it on the stove. Now I do it in the stock pot, or in the crock pot, because this is just filtered water that I'm adding. Now I do it in the crock pot because then I can let it go for a good 24 to 48 hours, and I don't have to worry about burning the house down by leaving the stove on for that long. I need some more water. Let me grab this. So, the crock pot just makes it safer and easier. Let me try to get this done before my children kill each other. I'm just going to turn it on now. And in a day or two, after my house smells like chicken soup, day in and day out, literally, like tonight I'll wake up and my house is going to smell like chicken soup. And it's totally, like, weird to wake up to that because you're not used to your house smelling like that in the middle of the night, and it'll freak you out at first, and you'll be like, oh yeah, I'm making chicken stuff. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. So I like to turn it on high at first, kind of just to get things going. Let's see, mine, I hit manual. I have a Hamilton Beach slow cooker. Nothing fancy. I like to start it on high for a few hours, and then tonight when I'm going to sleep, it's almost 4 o'clock now, I'll turn it down to low, and then I'll just leave it on low the rest of the time. Since I leave my lid on, the water doesn't evaporate, so it'll be just this high when I'm done. I'll secure these so the kids don't, like, knock it over. Mine has little steam holes. That's a little bit of steam now. And that's it. I'll show you tomorrow or the next day, whenever I decide it's over, when I strain it all out, and then we're going to have delicious, deep-colored chicken stock. That's going to be awesome. All right, so it's been just about 2 days. The stock has been simmering away, day in, day out, on low in my stock pot this whole time. I turned it off while we were eating breakfast, so it wouldn't be like steaming hot right now and burn me or anything. But it is absolutely gorgeous. Can you see this color? It's a deep, rich color. It's going to be super flavorful. All the flavors come out of the bones. The gelatin has come out of the bones. It's going to be great for our immunity, and it's great for our overall health. All I have now is a mesh colander, a large bowl, because there's a lot of stock in here, and a ladle. So I'll start just ladling stock in. Oh, and I already spilled some. Don't be like me. Here we go. And then what I like to do is, after I have it all strained, I like to freeze most of it. You can freeze it in ice cube trays, and then once they're frozen cubes, just pop them out, put them into a Ziploc or some kind of freezer container. I'll also freeze them sometimes in like Rubbermaid containers and stuff once it's cooled down, so it's not hot going into the plastic. I don't tend to freeze in glass. They have some jars that are freezer safe, so as long as you leave enough headroom, they shouldn't break. But my freezer is always filled to the brim at maximum capacity. Every time I open it, stuff's falling out all over the floor. So last thing I need is a glass jar to fall and get glass all over my kitchen. So I don't tend to use glass in the freezer just for that reason. It's almost all out. Final shake. It is such a deep, lovely color. I'll pour some into a glass bowl so that you can see. And then I'll probably also just leave some in a jar in the fridge so that I can make soup for dinner, maybe tonight. It's just the boys and I. Max is working. That should be most of it. And actually, I had a lot of skin in there. There's not that much fat, but if you want to get the fat out of it so you don't have a greasy stock, just put it in the fridge and all of the fat will rise to the top and it'll solidify into like this yellow, kind of mass. Just take a spoon and skim it right off. That's definitely the easiest way. They have fat separators and stuff, but it's much easier when the fat solidifies. Here, I'll grab a jar for the stock and I'll put it in the fridge. It's just a quart jar. See that beautiful color? It's so much darker and deeper than what you'd get in a can or one of those like vacuum carton things. Ooh, you coughing, teddy bear? So it was really easy. It took me like minutes to throw it all into the crock pot. It sat and cooked for a while, but I didn't have to do anything, and now straining it only took a few minutes. And look at how gorgeous that stock is. You can already see... Teddy's a dinosaur or something. You can already see the fat at the top separating. Can you see that? It smells really, really, really good. It smells like, when you're little and you go to your grandma's house for dinner and she's been like cooking all day. So, make chicken stock. Always have some in your freezer, your fridge. It's essentially free because you're just going to use veggie scraps and you're going to use the carcass of a chicken that you already ate. You're just paying for the water, I guess, and the energy to cook it. But I love it. You'll love it too. Here's to your health. You can just drink it in a glass, I guess, if you want. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and enjoy some chicken.